Men only want you for sex.
Are you sure it doesn't have anything to do with sex?
That's one of the emails we're going to be covering today from someone who wrote in for me. I'm going to be covering lots of emails. So if you want me to help you with your particular situation, write in, guys. Tell me your situation and I'll answer it in a video and help you out the best I can. If you want one-on-one help, if you don't want to answer it in a live thing, I get it. If you want one-on-one personal help, booking a free call with me, I'll help you out. Alright, Ben's 26. My girlfriend posted a thirst trap on Instagram, lingerie, heels, the works, without telling me. I didn't say she couldn't. I just said the heads up would have been nice. What would you have done if she told you?
I need sexy photos for my profile.
She told me I was being insecure. A little bit. I felt like a boundary was crossed. A boundary can only be crossed if you set a boundary. Especially since we discussed being open about our social media posts. Was she hiding it? Seeing a friend's comment with emojis made me uncomfortable, and I wished we had talked about it beforehand. Am I controlling here? Ben, at a minimum, you're not communicating properly. You're being very vague in your communication. Like, if you have a clear boundary, you need to communicate it. So your boundary may be, I don't want you posting anything provocative on social media.
But it's provocative.
No, it's not.
It gets the people going.
That's my boundary. You can say that if you want it to be. I personally see nothing wrong with showing off a Ferrari. But if that's your particular boundary, you got to say it. If you don't set a boundary, you can't get angry at someone because you didn't communicate it properly, Ben. So make sure you set boundaries better, Ben, and be a better communicator as well.
Way beyond the boundary of the pride land.
So we've got an email here from Tara. I'm tired of being a rehabilitation center for broken men. Yeah, you're choosing badly. My last 3 relationships were different guys who either didn't have their life together, weren't over their ex, or needed fixing. It's just bad choosing, Tara.
You know what a loser is?
I've worked hard on myself, therapy, boundaries, career, but I keep attracting men who latch onto my strength, only to resent it later. Sounds like you're dating down. One even accused me of being too independent. Well, you probably are in your masculine energy. Well, I didn't drop everything to help him on his job hunt. And don't be with a guy who's unemployed.
Get a fucking job, man!
Another expected me to be his personal therapist, unloading his issues without even asking. Never give a guy a shoulder to cry on. It pushes him into his feminine energy. How do I break this cycle and find a man who's emotionally ready for love? Tara, life is a reflection of what you allow. Now, Tara, your life isn't going too well because you keep allowing garbage people in. If you only allow garbage people in, your life is going to be garbage. You got to have that sense of discipline within yourself by building up your own confidence so you don't allow any garbage. You want to find a guy who's successful, maybe a business owner, someone who has lots of goals, they're working on lots of things, they're achieving a lot, they're doing a lot. And then also high value dates. And also only date up, Tara, so he's got to be more successful than you are. If they don't hit those prerequisites, you don't go on the date.
Make good choices.
Eric, 29. Her laugh makes me want to break up. I have met some people with some pretty horrible laughs, which is very unattractive. It's rare though. It's loud, sudden, kind of like a goat sneezing. That's funny. I know it's petty, but it's become a serious turn-off. She laughs at everything. Last week, she burst out laughing during a quiet moment in a drama film, drawing stares from the entire theater. I find myself bracing for a laugh in public settings. This is very funny, which makes me anxious and distracted. Everything else is great, but I'm questioning whether I can do this long term. Am I being a jerk or just being honest? Yeah, dude, look, what's interesting, when you meet your ideal partner, they will seem perfect in every single way.
She's perfect.
If you're with a girl and she doesn't seem perfect, she's probably not your ideal partner. That's it, just really cut and dry. But little things like that is enough to just derail a relationship. And the thing is as well, there's nothing you can do about it. One of the things I teach is your ideal partner doesn't need to change to be with you. So if she needs to change to be with you, she's not your ideal partner. A lot of people feel nervous to leave a bad relationship because they don't know if they're going to find someone better. If you have the thought in your mind, maybe I should leave this relationship because it's not perfect, do it. Because you will find someone better. Don't let fear hold you back from making decisions. Fear is not going to help you succeed.
So scared!
Let's see, Linda, 41. Why do men only want me for sex? I'm a divorced, financially independent, and I've worked hard to feel confident in my skin again. But every time I go on a dating app, I end up in a situation where men all talk about love, but then it turns physical and fades right after. I'm not afraid of intimacy, but I want more than just chemistry. I want it to be decided and respected. Yeah, of course. I'm disheartened when conversations that start with a depth quickly dissolve into suggestive comments.
No, I really wanted to travel. You know, sort of see the world.
That's fascinating, Vanessa. Listen, why don't we go in the back and shag?
What?
I often feel like I'm being evaluated solely on physical appearance, not as a whole person. Why is this such a tall order in your 40s? It's not a tall order, Linda, and I think a few negative experiences have warped your mindset into a state of cynicism. Often in dating, conversation turns to a sexual state very quickly, and it's very normal and it's totally fine. When they first start dating, they have sex very quickly, which is, again, totally fine. Your problem isn't that you have sex too fast. Okay, that never determines whether a relationship turns into a 10 out of 10. A lot of women think, well, if I sleep with a guy too soon, it won't turn into a 10 out of 10. That's not true, not true at all. Not even close to true. It's all the other stuff that matters. All the other stuff that I talk about, that's the important stuff. The feminine energy, the feminine communication, learning how to push him into his masculine energy, how to set boundaries, how to have hard conversations, how to build the foundation of a 10 out of 10. How to do those things properly, just so we can actually get this to a 10 out of 10 and also maintain it. That's really the key. And also, you got to choose the right guy as well, obviously. Lewis, 30. She still follows her ex on everything. The girl I'm dating still follows her ex on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. It's bad. They comment on each other's posts? No. It's not just the follows, they have inside jokes and shared memories. No. No, Lewis, that's completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. You need to say to her, I want you to block your ex. I don't want you being friends. You got to block him everywhere. And see what she says. If she says, no, I'm not going to do that, just say, well, I'm out. This is ridiculous. I'm not part of this. You got to set a very strong boundary, Lewis. That is completely ridiculous. Okay? You don't be friends with your ex. That's just stupid.
That's dumb.
Nina, 36. Am I an asshole for asking my boyfriend to shower before sex? You don't like his smell. So what's interesting, statistically speaking, guys, on a scientific level, if you're in love with your partner, you'll like the way they smell before they have a shower. You'll like the smell. If you don't like the smell of your partner, like their sweaty smell, that's a bad sign.
Athletes sweat. Sweat, baby. Sweat.
We've been together 6 months, have great chemistry, but he works a physical job and often comes home straight from work. I asked if he could shower before getting intimate, and he looked offended, saying, I should love the raw and real. He's right. I don't think hygiene is a wild request. Once he came home after a long shift, the smell was overwhelming. But it's hard for me to stay in the mood. I tried to hint by suggesting a joint shower, but he declined, saying he was too tired. No, he should definitely have a shower before going to bed. You don't want to go into bed dirty. That's gross. But if someone's your ideal partner, you should like their raw smell, their BO. You should enjoy that smell. If you don't enjoy the smell, that's not a great sign.
You stink, mister.
Liam, 33. Her spiritual crystals are in my bed. Some girls love crystals. My girlfriend has covered my bedroom in crystals. There are chunks of quartz under the pillow, a prosperity grid under the bed. And she said, we can't have sex during the Mercury retrograde. I'm starting to feel like I'm dating a wizard. I woke up one night to find her chanting softly while rearranging the crystals around me. I want you to find a girl that you like enough that you're willing to put up with the crystals. If you find a girl and you're not willing to put up with the crystals, you don't like her enough. Good one here from Rachel's 47. Is it okay not wanting to go on vacation with my boyfriend and his kids? My boyfriend wants me to come on a week-long trip with him and his 2 kids. I've only met them twice. I like him, but I'm not ready to play stepmom on the beach. I said no, and now he thinks I'm not serious. Well, not surprising. You're acting like a bitch.
You're a bitch.
The idea of spending a week in close quarters with children I barely know feels overwhelming. Let fear hold you back, Rach. That's good work. I'm concerned about overstepping boundaries or not meeting the expectations. You should feel fearful. You're already failing. I'm an arsehole for setting the boundary. Yes, you are an arsehole, Rach, 100%. You're self-sabotaging a great relationship right now. Keep it up, and then you'll have nothing to salvage anyway. That's just stupid.
Oh, stupid.
All right, Tom, 38. I've been dating this woman casually, and out of nowhere, she asked if I've ever considered getting my teeth whitened or maybe a little Botox. I'm 38, not 28, but I take care of myself. It totally threw me. She says she's just being real and that appearance matters if we're serious. Is this brutal honesty, or is she trying to remake me? Tom, you're overthinking it and you sound like a teenage girl, dude. Girls try to improve the men they're with all the time. Girls are going to push you to do that stuff. If you're comfortable in doing it, just say, yeah, sure. Who cares? It's normal. Normal, Tom. Girls are going to push you to make yourself look better. Don't overthink it, dude. You're overthinking it at the moment. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, subscribe, like the channel. Tell me what your thoughts are. If you have any questions, write in. And if you need one-on-one help, book in a free call with me. Go to maddockcoaching.com, book in a free call. I will call you. We'll have a one-on-one chat. I want to see you in a 10 out of 10, guys. You can all achieve it.